Last time on Banter Wars.
We had the Hillbilly Hoedown where Billy Bob Bill destroyed his beloved Jack Shelley and Mexican Dan proved far too powerful for Australian Bruce's Brutalizer. In the final it came down to a judge's decision, but Billy Bob Bill progressed to the final. Who will join him?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Banter Wars, the competition where we pit all these different robots together to smash each other up and compete for the amazing Banter Wars trophy. This week's competitors are the Prime Minister's 6 own competitors. Let's go meet them now. First up, we have the Penetrator, the Prime Minister's first robot, which is not rude at all. A wedge-shaped robot, it can easily get under opponents, and with that massive spike on the front, it's bound to cause some damage. Crikey O'Blimey is the Prime Minister's second robot, reportedly made out of children's souls and tears. This was one of the Prime Minister's most successful robots and, for that very reason, is placed as the first seed in this competition. Definitely the favourite to proceed from this heat. Though the robot is box-shaped and not likely to get under the opponents, the swinging blade, consisting of a circular saw, an axe weapon and a collection of spikes, is bound to knock the opponents right in the face and cause some serious damage. The Prime Minister's third robot, I don't know what to call it, is a very slow mover, but it packs a real punch with its spike weapon on the front and its rear mounted flipper weapon. Made from a pile of rust and spare parts, it didn't compete too well in the Prime Minister's own championship last time, but this time it's hoping to pull up a few surprises. The Prime Minister's first lightweight robot is a speedy little fellow called Prick, who actually did surprisingly well in the previous competition, though with its limited weaponry and its lack of any sort of control, it's not placed as the favourite in this competition. On the front it has 2 spike weapons, and the robot is completely invertible, meaning it can't be flipped over. Now we move on to one of the deadliest robots in the competition. This is Blimey McTrousers, a very fast robot, very deadly, straight from the pits of hell. The robot is invertible, meaning that it moves both ways up, and has incredible speed and a huge spike on the front that has previously shown itself worthy by spiking all opponents in the face. And last but not least, we have the Blue Machine of Death. An ordinary robot Blimey was also made from the deepest pits of hell, and it has 2 massive flipper weapons, one on the front to throw opponents over and one on the back that acts as a spike weapon as well as a pretty straightforward flipper weapon. This robot holds the record for the quickest competition win ever in Banter Wars history and is bound to repeat those shenanigans again. So let's not wait around any longer, let's get straight into it. As usual, we start the heat with 2 3-way battles, and that will be narrowed down eventually to one winner who will make it to the final. The first 3-way battle is between Prick, the Penetrator, and an ordinary robot. Let's go!
Hello, Mr. Prime Minister. It's fantastic to have you. Welcome to the show. It strikes me that you're the only competitor here today. You own every single robot. How's that going to work? Are you going to be rooting for any particular robot here? Nice, thank you. It's lovely to be here. As the Prime Minister, I have to thank everyone on this programme for putting together such a wonderful show and for voting for me in the last election. This is all my 6 robots in this competition today, and it's because I think it would be unfair on all the other competitors if I put my robots in with them, because frankly they're much better. Though I do technically have a 7th robot, which you will all be seeing soon, and remember to vote for me. Oh, if I had to go for one, that's what you asked, isn't it? Yeah, I would have to say the Penetrator.
Prick is already on the flame grill, but comes straight into the action on an ordinary robot. It's all very tentative so far, but they're close to the arena flipper and Penetrator's over! Penetrator's gone! Flipped over, and now it's an ordinary robot. And Prick left. That's the Penetrator already over. It's an ordinary robot trying to flip him back over. It looks like it. Is he going to make it? He's going to make it. I don't know what an ordinary robot's doing. He's trying to help his fallen comrade. But it looks like the Penetrator is going to be over for good, unless something else can happen here. It's not looking good for the Penetrator. An ordinary robot's turned his attention to Prick. not good. Not looking good for Prick either. He's almost out the arena. But an ordinary robot's lost part of his weaponry. But it's looking good, and the Penetrator has already been counted out. It all ended far too quickly for one of the favourites for this heat. The Penetrator flipped almost instantly by an ordinary robot and out of the competition.
Mr. Prime Minister, it seems that the Penetrator has lost, even though you predicted him to do one of the better performances in this competition. How do you feel on the result? Well, to be honest, I'm quite surprised that the Penetrator lost. I'm not too unhappy, to be honest. Firstly, because you voted for me in the last election, which I thank you deeply for. But secondly, because they're all my robots, so in the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter. And there'll be no competitiveness in this episode. There'll be no shouting at the camera or getting angry at other competitors, because it's just me. It's just me.
A massive shock to everyone, the Penetrator is already out of the competition. Prick and an ordinary robot make it through to the second round. And now we take it to the second of our three-ways, which is against, I don't know what to call it, Blimey McTrousers and Crikey O'Blimey. Let's go again. Already two of the robots come clashing together. I don't know what to call it, it's hard to keep up. Crikey O'Blimey already on Blimey McTrousers. Blimey McTrousers already taking severe punishment. The favourite here, Crikey O'Blimey, is doing massive damage on Blimey McTrousers' side. I don't know what to call it, seems to be staying out of the action. He's trying to get involved. Now, can he flip him over? Can you flip him over? He's under him. But he's lost a bit of the weapon. Part of the weapon's gone. But now they're both ganging up on Crikey O'Blimey. I don't know what to call it, flip him. He's under. But the weapon's not powerful enough. One of the bars has gone, meaning he has no power left in it. What can happen here? Crikey O'Blimey goes over the flipper! And he's gone. Nobody knows where, though. And he's come back in strong. He's obviously landed on his wheels again, and now he's taken it out. And I don't know what to call it, but Blimey McTrousers has been immobilised. He's gone. The robot from the pits of hell is immobilised and out of the competition.
Quite another surprise there, Prime Minister. The Blimey McTrousers was knocked out this time round. What are your thoughts on that, considering it was such a strong opponent? I'm alright with it. It's one of the better robots, yes. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's one of the better robots. And quite frankly, I think it would have done really well in this competition. I suppose we'll just have to wait to see how the other robots do. They'll be crap! No, they won't.
Another big shock on the cards. I don't know what to call it, was the favourite to be knocked out in this round, but it's Blimey McTrousers that leaves early. So now we take you to the second round, where I don't know what to call it, has been drawn with an ordinary robot. Blimey. An ordinary robot is the favourite for this one, but as we've seen in the past, things can go either way. Already the robots come together. It's a bit of a tangle. Onto the flame pit now. I don't know what to call it. It's surviving so far. An ordinary robot can't seem to get under the wedge front. He's trying to get under now. He's almost under. He can't get under an ordinary robot either. He's struggling and he hasn't got the pushing power. He's being pushed towards the circular saw blade. He's against the wall. He's being held by an ordinary robot. He's going to have to let go soon though, or else they'll both be counted out. It's all looking gloomy for I don't know what to call it. He's being held back and he's going to be counted out. Very controversial. An ordinary robot held, I don't know what to call it, against the arena wall. He was counted out quite unfairly. The judges want a replay. Here we go with the replay. The cameras have changed position. Already, I don't know what to call it, comes in. But an ordinary robot is trying to get under. He's almost under. Almost under. Push him against the arena. Almost out of the arena. What's he going to do? Is he going to be able to flip? I don't know what to call it over. It's not looking likely. I don't know what to call it. It's a very large robot. I don't think an ordinary robot's got the power, but he flips him over. He's over. And he can't self-right it seems. And he's in the pit. I don't know what to call it. He's eliminated from the competition.
Mr. Prime Minister, it was another tight contest, and that one actually had to be replayed by request of the judges. How are you feeling about the outcome that an ordinary robot progresses through to the final? Well, to be honest, I'm quite happy, because an ordinary robot was one of my better robots. It does have the record for quickest ever victory in this game. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I think you'll find. Thank you. But anyway, I'm glad that it's made it through to the final, because the other one was a load of rubbish anyway. What are you talking about? It's one of the best robots ever to... Right, please stop. Some people these days.
So after a replay, an ordinary robot makes it through to the heat final. Next up, we have Crikey O'Blimey against the underdog Prick. And it begins. Prick, the massive underdog here. Some would say he doesn't stand a chance. Already, Prick is being absolutely pummeled. He's being held against the arena sidewall. Crikey O'Blimey doesn't seem to want to let go, but he's not actually causing any damage, it seems. They both start getting counted out, and Prick is able to escape. For how long will he escape? We'll have to wait and see. Oh look, the wheels come off! One massive blow, and Prick is already half immobilised. It just took the one hit from Crikey O'Blimey's hammer weapon to throw that wheel off, and we knew that the wheels were vulnerable on Prick. It was only a matter of time. Once again, Crikey O'Blimey holds Prick against the arena sidewall, who now can't escape at all. With one wheel, he's only going to be going in circles. It looks like it's going to be all over for Prick. He's being counted out. He's managed to move away from the corner a bit, but with one wheel, there is no chance of escape. He's already immobilised. And that's it. Crikey O'Blimey goes through to the next round.
As expected, Prime Minister, Prick is knocked out of the competition and Crikey O'Blimey goes through to the final. And it's going to be a juicy final. Who do you think is going to come out on top? I think it's going to be a fantastic final. And I think that Crikey O'Blimey is going to win it. What makes you think that, you prick? He's not going to win it. He's awful. No, he's brilliant, all right? Just relax and admit that I'm correct. Wait, no, you're not correct. You're a
sweary word.
You know it. What? Don't swear, else we'll have to censor it for the beautiful people again. I mean, voters. I mean, people. Vote, people. Yes, people. You can't even get your bloody words right. What are you doing, man? I'm the Prime Minister. I always get my words right. That's why people vote for me. Nobody votes for you. You just rigged the elections. There's no one even running against you. Yes, there is. There's Kevin. Kevin destroys cities at a rate of 3 knots per hour. Don't you mean 3 miles per kilometre?
And now we take a quick break from the heat to concentrate on the sumo competition once again. This time we take the old man's wheelchair from the Happy Wheels games and place it against the robot Fail. Who will win?
Mr. Old Man, welcome to Banter Wars. You've been entered into the sumo competition. How do you think you'll do?
My wheelchair fought in the war for you, damn kids. So it's rough and tough and I'm not in it.
So Wheelcherry belonging to the old man against Fail. Wheelcherry, a huge robot with a massive flipper weapon on the front. Fail, a much smaller robot, but also with a flipper weapon that can actually cause some serious damage. What happened there? Fail is eliminated. He just flew away. Wheelcherry, using the powers of magic, somehow, is the winner. Let's move on back to the heat. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. 4 of our robots have been eliminated, and we're down to 2 of the favourites of the competition. We've got an ordinary robot, Blimey, against Crikey O'Blimey. The battle of the Blimeys. Who will walk away with a place in the competition's final? Will it be the flipper weapon, or will it be the spinning blades of doom of Crikey O'Blimey? Let's find out. Let's get into the arena.
Mr. Prime Minister, here it is. Have you finally decided amongst yourself who's going to win this battle? Yes, I've decided that Crikey O'Blimey is going to win it. No, we haven't. We decided that an ordinary robot Blimey is going to win it. No, we decided that Crikey O'Blimey, yeah, the one with the British flag, is going to win it. But we're not from Britain. We've got our own country, remember? Well, it doesn't bloody seem like it. We can't bloody run a shoe shop. We never did run a shoe shop. Exactly, we couldn't do it.
Here we go, into the heat final. And it's Crikey O'Blimey versus an ordinary robot. Sort of avoiding each other at the moment, not wanting to get too much damage. It's going to be difficult for an ordinary robot, who is going to be taking some damage from those spinning blades, that's inevitable. But can he flip Crikey O'Blimey over? It's looking good so far. It's looking good. Can he turn him over? Crikey O'Blimey is a very heavy robot, but he's over. Is he over? No, he's not. He's back over. The spinning blades act as a sort of semi-Shremek, if that's a word. An ordinary robot's task is to turn this other robot over, which is found incredibly difficult to do, and he is taking damage at the same time. He's against the arena sidewall, throws him over again. Is that it? No! Crikey O'Blimey seems to be immune to flipping. Can it be this time? This is a tense battle. He's over again, Crikey O'Blimey, but he comes back down once more. And once again, the flipping mechanism is under Crikey O'Blimey. But he's taken heavy damage here in Ordinary Robot. It's only a matter of time before this is over. What's he going to do? He's going to go for the pit release mechanism. Can he do it? Can he do it? He's done it! An Ordinary Robot has done it! He's beaten the odds, and Crikey O'Blimey falls into the pit of oblivion. Because I'm not stealing names from the actual Robot Wars series. What a shock that was. Crikey O'Blimey, the favourite, for a long time looked destined to win. He just would not turn over. But an Ordinary Robot uses the tactical skill, the tactical knowledge to open the pit and push Crikey O'Blimey in. Crikey O'Blimey out, an Ordinary Robot through to the final to compete for the Banter Wars trophy. So congratulations to an Ordinary Robot, Blimey, and this is what we've got in store for you next time.
Mr. Prime Minister, congratulations on progressing to the final, but some have found it worrying that you've shown some rather schizophrenic tendencies in this episode. How do you respond to those critics? I just want to assure my voters, people, that any schizophrenic tendencies I showed during this episode was due to a lack of my morning coffee. When you talk about morning coffee, you have morning tea, then you have coffee in the afternoons. No, I have coffee in the mornings, thank you, and then I have tea in the afternoons. You should know this being me, but I'm not you. You're me and I'm you. Yes, exactly, you're me, I'm you, and you're me and you're you. Well, that's the same thing. Either way, I have tea in the morning and tea in the afternoon and coffee in between. No, you have coffee before your tea and you have tea in your coffee whilst you're drinking your coffee. No, I have tea in my tea in my coffee and my coffee on my tea with a biscuit. No, that's in the afternoon. In the morning you have tea and crumpets and bagels and baguettes and cheese and Stilton and brie and camembert and tea and coffee and biscuits and tea and soles. No, you've got it completely all wrong. Let's just carry on doing this while the ending credits begin. Right, so, no, you're a complete twat. No, you're a complete prick.
Hello everybody, I'm the Judge. If you enjoyed this video content, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play any particular games, please leave your suggestions in the comment section below. Court is dismissed. Goodbye.